Hi, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you are new here. I am going to be watching WandaVision episodes 1 and 2 today. This is obviously just episode 1 in this video, and then the next one is going to come out very, very soon if it's not out already. And I've been looking forward to this for so long. But before I get into all of the Marvel goodness, this channel is called Cat and Sunny, and usually we are two people sitting here and reacting. But for the first bunch of episodes, it's just gonna be me. Cat will join at some point, probably when we are done with The Expanse Season 5 in about 3 weeks' time. Or maybe before, but don't expect anything beforehand, but she will join at some point for WandaVision, and then hopefully also all the other Marvel series that are coming on Disney+. So, well, let's get into it. Marvel series in general. This one, I find it so intriguing that they're starting out, at least, these new MCU series, that they're starting it out with WandaVision, because it's going to be something different. I haven't really looked at any reviews, anything in detail. All I know is that it seems like people are enjoying these first episodes, and that we're really gonna, like, they're taking chances with this series, and they're doing something different compared to what they've done previously in the MCU. And then we got like way more series coming, of course, as I mentioned. I followed along with the MCU movies ever since they started them, just like many other people in the world. Like, it is the most popular franchise at this point, just talking about box office numbers and how many people have seen it and how many people are talking about it. And we haven't gotten any new MCU stuff for a little while. 2020, that was the first year in many years where we didn't get anything at all. And of course, there's a reason for that. And that reason is called Corona. Everything got pushed, delayed, pretty much everything that had to do with like any movie, series, anywhere. But now that we're going into 2021, it's going to be different, because we're getting WandaVision, we're getting Falcon and Winter Soldier, and Loki afterwards. And there's so much more to come down the line, and of course some movies as well. Looking so much forward to like Black Widow and the Eternals and everything else. I'm not going to list off everything that they're doing, because there's a lot of projects that they're working on, and there's a lot of good stuff coming when it comes to Marvel and the MCU. And I could keep talking about it, but I think I'm just going to jump into this first episode, see what this whole thing is really about. How much are they going to use this whole sitcom black and white thing that they've teased in the trailers? Like, how big of a part is that going to be? And I know as well that this is based on, just like most of the other MCU stuff with the movies and now series. It's based on comics, of course, and on popular comic storylines. And this one is most likely based on the House of M. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I've read all the comics and I know everything that's going on with the source material at all. I've read some comics, and I was reading comics when I was growing up, but it wasn't always Marvel. I was focusing on a lot of other stuff as well. So this is new to me. This storyline is going to be new to me, but I do know some of the stuff about the source material, at least. But anywho, before we get started, I just quickly want to say that you can always check out our full-length reactions, where you can sync up the footage with your own copy of the episode. We also have early reactions for The Legend of Korra at the moment, where we are several episodes ahead. It's all over on Patreon, and the link is down in the description below. It would mean so much to us if you would want to check out our Patreon, or at least just subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, throw us a comment, something nice preferably. And yeah, it all supports the channel, and it would, as I said, mean a lot to us. No more talking. Let's get going. Oh yes. Haven't seen this in a while. It's so weird getting to watch something new MCU, like some new MCU stuff at home. Better get used to it. All right.
My wife had a flying find sources.
My husband and his indestructible head. What do you say to silver dollar pancakes?
I say, oh, I don't eat food.
Well, that explains the empty refrigerator.
I'm incapable of exaggeration.
Well, then tell me what's so important about today's date.
Anniversary?
Perhaps an evening.
Great significance.
To us both.
Naturally.
Obviously.
Exactly. Hold on us.
Don't forget.
I haven't.
Oh, of course, yeah. The music. Knock on the door. Who could it be? Oh.
Hello, dear. I'm Agnes, your neighbor to the right. Golly, you settled in fast. Did you use a moving company?
I sure did. Those boxes don't move themselves.
Well.
Yes. It's our anniversary.
Oh, how many years?
Well, it feels like we've always been together.
I was just reading a Crackerjack magazine article. How to treat your husband to keep your husband. What Ralph could really use is how to goose your wife so you don't lose your wife. Hang on. Oh, this is gonna be a gas.
You can definitely tell, like, all the actors on set had a lot of fun with this.
Gee willikers, that was fast.
Gee willikers.
Bothering you, is it, pal?
Would you be so good as to tell me what it is we do here exactly? Do we make something?
All I know is since you've gotten here, productivity has gone up 300%.
Yes.
Whoa.
What is it we're producing?
You're like a walking computer.
What? I most certainly am not. I'm a regular carbon-based employee made entirely of organic matter, much like yourself.
That's a weird thing to say. Oh, hey.
Wife and I are looking forward to this evening.
Mr. Hart, of course. Dinner with Mr. Hart.
Jones over there failed miserably. Isn't that right, Jones?
Aw.
The wife thought 5 courses would be sufficient.
Then you had that embarrassing display of beatnik enthusiasm.
I wore a turtleneck.
Yes, best of luck out there in the unemployment line, Jones.
Whoa. Just got fucking fired.
Keen judge of character. Skeletons in your closet, eh, Vision?
I don't have a skeleton, sir.
Glad to hear it. Your future in this company depends on it.
And they do call him Vision. Yeah, something is already very much off about this, obviously.
Stumble when you walk into a room so he can catch you. It's romantic.
Any other tricks?
Glamorous, the husband issue.
Twice that of married men.
Listen, about tonight.
Don't worry, dear. I have everything under control.
Oh, well, that is a relief. I must confess I'm really rather nervous.
Gonna be a big misunderstanding.
And I think the best course of action is to impress the husband.
Glad to know we're both on the same page.
Well, that's gonna be awkward.
Is your husband tired of you burning his toast? Try our new and improved Toastmate 2000. It's the go-to for clever housewives.
It's one color, red light.
Forget the past. This is your future.
Okay, little sexist commercial there.
Oh, how very atmospheric.
Pardon me while I just go and fetch the lady.
Definitely some recognizable faces so far in this series.
Guess who?
This is the traditional Sokovian greeting of hospitality. See, I forgot to tell you my wife is from Europe.
Oh, how exotic. And that dress.
Yes, it's so Kovian is what it is. Yes.
So Kovian.
Who are those people?
What are you wearing?
Why are they here?
What are you wearing?
Wow.
Heart on the calendar was an abbreviation.
You move at the speed of sound, and I can make a pen float through the air. Who needs to abbreviate?
What kind of housewife would I be if I didn't have a gourmet meal for 4 just lying about the place? Oh, my!
Well, thank you, Agnes. I think I've got it covered from here.
Many hands make light work, and many mouths make good gossip.
You're so naughty.
Bon appetit!
Now it's time to do some magic.
Yes, take out the papers and the trash. Yakety yak. Don't talk back.
Nice little diversion.
Why don't we have a nice sing-along all together?
Oh no, too much.
Oh no, not enough!
On their farm he had a pig.
Oh no.
Steak.
I think that must be my wife summoning me.
She calls you Diane?
Just coming. Fred. Excuse me, Mary.
Who back to you?
My head is starting to feel woozy.
Who could that be?
Coming.
Who could that be? Oh,
You didn't answer the back door.
Hi,
Who was that?
Telegram. Find the lobsters, and did you want the meat tender or pulverized?
Oh dear.
I think it's nice to
tender
have
or
swimming.
pulverized.
Now, what are we going to eat?
Dinner is served.
Ta-da!
Breakfast for dinner. How very,
European?
Oh, let's have a toast.
Breakfast with wine. Why not? Well, breakfast for dinner. At least Ron Swanson would approve.
really, I mean, I think it's a perfectly simple question. Honestly, why did you come here?
Yeah. Oh,
Stop it.
help the man.
Stop it.
What the
Stop it. Stop it.
fuck is going on?
Listen up.
Ooh. You swallowed a whole strawberry? How do you even? Well, that was weird.
Would you look at the time?
Yes. We better be going. This guest is leaving your home.
See about that promotion, huh?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Nice.
What a charming door knocker. Good night.
I do. Do you?
Yes, I do.
How sweet. And what the? Where the fuck are we? That was it? Shit! That was just a tease in the end. And then, okay, credits. Whoa, that was really short. Just gonna keep watching just for a little while and see if there's more. Because I think it said on Disney Plus that the first episode is about 30 minutes. That wasn't 30 minutes. I am digging the credits though, although they are making me think that maybe they're trapped in some sort of something like the framework from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know how else to explain it. Nope, okay. That was the end. Alright, that was the first episode of WandaVision. Kind of what I expected, and then not really. Like they were staying in the sitcom universe, the black and white thing, all the way through until the very end, when it zoomed out after like the episode was over, the sitcom episode, and then we were in the real world again. I believe in the present. And it looks like someone controlling something, or at least watching it on a monitor, and then there was a lot of gadgets all around. So, that's like the big question. What is this? What is this? Like, what is going on? Is it just going on inside of Wanda's head? I don't believe so after what we got in the end. Is it some sort of like the framework deal from Agents of Shield, or what is going on? Like I know I keep saying that, but it is still a mystery. But I did enjoy it very much. Like there's some good writing, and you can definitely see that all the actors on set, they are having a lot of fun with this. The quirkiness of it, the humor, and just the way they did like the commercial in the middle, the way they're talking and behaving, it is like very true to that era and that type of, old sitcom. And then there was some weirdness going on as well. Of course, it is weird that we got Wanda and Vision and living here in this era, and they are, of course, a couple. We knew that from before, but yeah, I'm sure I don't need to like summarize like everything that happened in the MCU with these characters beforehand. But Vision is gone, like he's dead in the real world. Thanos killed him, took the stone right out of his head, and then Wanda, she got she disappeared because of the snap. So we haven't really been spending time with her since, like, not like besides what we then got in Endgame, where everybody came back and she almost kicked Thanos' ass. Like, she is so freaking powerful. Like, he had to call down the orbital bombardment because like he couldn't get out of her, the grip that she had him in with her powers. So yeah, we know that she is very powerful and she is definitely capable of building this reality, and her powers does come from the Mind Stone, which is the same stone that Vision had in his head. So are they still connected in some way? And that is how he can actually be a part of her world here? Or is it, as I mentioned, not something that she created herself, but something that she was maybe put into because she was starting to lose it, and they need to figure out, okay, how can we like cure her, or how can we help her without her maybe like causing a lot of damage and destruction? Because she is very much capable of that. And if she does lose it and becomes unstable in the world, then that can lead to many, many things. And I have a feeling it's going to lead into, we know it's going to lead into Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. And whether or not she's going to be like a villain in that, like if this series is just going to, like she's just going to lose it more and more, and she's going to find out that people are keeping her sedated and doing experiments on her, and then she's going to lose it even more. Like, I don't know. I'm probably getting a little bit ahead of myself here. But it is at least very, very, very intriguing. And I was thoroughly entertained through this first episode, even though it is so different compared to anything we've gotten in the MCU so far. And I mentioned the writing, like it is funny. I chuckled, laughed many times throughout this thing. And I do enjoy like the other, like the guest actors that they've got on the show. Don't remember all of their names, but Catherine Hahn, she's the one who plays the neighbor, right? And I've seen her in some stuff before. Definitely remember her from Parks and Rec, where she's also very, very funny and entertaining and very energetic and all over the place, just like she kind of is here. Maybe seems like she's a bit more helpful and I hope a good person. Or is it like, are these people even real people? Or is it just part of the program or part of Wanda's imagination, part of the world that she created? And why these people of all? Don't know. And I mentioned like a scenario that kind of was different from everything else going on. And that was like at the dinner table when he started choking the boss, who's played by a guy I have definitely seen in a lot as well. He was choking, and then there was just this weird moment where the wife was just looking at Wanda and saying, "Stop it, stop it, stop it," over and over again. like nobody really did anything until Wanda like told Vision do something, like save him. Before that, like he didn't move a muscle, or he didn't move a synthetic muscle. That was a interesting just little piece we got there, where you could just feel like and they were also asking questions before that about, why are you here? How did you get here? Tell us about your past. Why won't you tell us about your past? And you could see how they were both, like both Wanda and Vision were kind of going like, don't really know why and how we got here. So there is definitely this underlying, like, mysterious feeling going on with all of it, even though they're like playing their parts, and seems like they are at home in this world. There are still these little things where it's like, no, they are not at home. Like they are in something that's different from what they're used to. And even with Vision, like questioning, like, what am I doing? What are we working with here? What is this company? That was fun as well. So yeah, a lot of stuff from this first very short episode. I don't mind it. I don't mind short episodes of stuff, like as long as it's good, as long as it's entertaining. I don't need this to be like 1 hour episodes. I know some of the other MCU series, like they're gonna be like longer format. It's gonna be between maybe 45 minutes to an hour per episode, but then it's fewer episodes per season, I think. And this is also, as far as I know, a limited series. We're only getting these 9 episodes, I believe. But either way, I think that's going to do it for this reaction and review of WandaVision episode 1. And I'm going to jump straight into the second episode. And as I said, I'm going to get that out on YouTube as quickly as possible, if it's not up already when you're watching this. But now there's nothing else to say except for thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you as soon as possible. Bye.